Now let's look at polar graphs. Suppose I have a circle. If I were to just write the circle, x squared plus y squared, that would be the same collection of points as if I were to say r equals 2, because remember, a circle is just a collection of points that are a uniform distance from a single point. Now a radial line has the form y, that's y, is mx, where a radial line is one that goes through the origin. So if all I want are the collection of points that have a particular angle, then my equation will be of the form theta is equal to pi over 3 in this case. Now let's look at vertical lines. When I say I have a vertical line, what am I saying? I'm saying x equals, and in this case, x equals 1. Now let's look at the conversion. I know x is r cosine theta. So if x is 1, this is r cosine theta. So indeed, when I solve this for r, I get r secant theta. Suppose I want a line, a horizontal line, say y equals 1. Well, I will do the exact same thing. Y is equal to r sine theta. 1 is r sine theta. So r is, in this case, 1 cosecant theta. Now, sketching polars can be a little challenging, so I recommend you follow 3 steps. 1, find the poles. Just find out where does r equal 0. Find out where the maximums are, and then go smoothly from pole to maximum. You can make a table of values if you like. Let's look at this problem right here. R equals 2 cosine 3 theta. The first thing I always want to do is find the poles. All right? So a pole is where r is 0. So where is cosine of x equal to 0? Well, cosine of x is equal to 0 when x is pi over 2. And it's also 0 at 3 pi over 2, 5 pi over 2. Oh, that's a 2, not a 7. 7 pi over 2. And you're going to have to carry this out far enough so that you can get the full 360 degrees. 9 pi over 2, etc. Let's see. 11 pi over 2. I think that's far enough. So my x in this case is 3 theta. So 3 theta is equal to all of this. So what does that tell me theta has to equal? So I'm going to take each of these and divide by 3. So I'm going to have poles at pi over 6, 3 pi over, divided by 3, so this is pi over 2, 5 pi over 6, 7 pi over 6, 3 pi over 2, and 11 pi over 6. All right, now where do I have a maximum? Where are my maximums occurring? Well, they're occurring where cosine of x is 1. Now, where does that occur? Well, that occurs when x is 0, pi. This is actually going to give me a negative number, but that's okay. I'll show you how to figure that one out. 2 pi, 3 pi, 4 pi, 5 pi. All right. So what are my theta values? If 3 theta is equal to x, that tells me theta is 0 pi over 3, 2 pi over 3, pi, 4 pi over 3, 5 pi over 3. And I'll see if I had gone to 6 pi, then that would be right back at 2 pi. Okay, so you can line your poles. I don't really have space here to do the graph, so let's just start at the origin, at angle theta equals 0, I'm at a maximum. Now, what is my maximum value for this? My maximum value for this is 2. So my maximum R is 2. So when I say maximum, that's what I'm going to go for. So at 0, I'm sitting here at 2. So that's 1, that's 2. So I'm going to put a point. Now, so that first one is done. Now I'm going to go to my first minimum. My first pole is at pi over 6. And it's going to come back to 0. So I'm going to start here at a maximum. And I'm going to move smoothly to 0. Now what happens at pi over 3? At pi over 3, what do I have? I have R is 2 cosine of pi. So this is -1. So this one's going to be negative. And that basically tells you every other one is going to be negative. So here R is -2. So I'm going to go up to pi over 3. And then I'm going to go a negative 2R. So this is a negative R. So remember, I started at the pole, and so I'm going to come smoothly to my value. Okay? I guess that was this one right here. So now I'm going to come back to my pole. So I'm going to come back to pi over 2. What happens at pi over 2? At pi over 2, right here, I'm back at 0. So I've got to go from my -2 back up to 0. Nice and smoothly. Now let's go to 2 pi over 3. At 2 pi over 3, I'm back at 2. All right. All right. And then we're back to 0. All right, and then we're back. All right. So this gives us a 3-leafed rose.